Yo, what's good? It's none iller. You are now tuned in to another episode of Moment of Knowledge on the Mogul Mined podcast. What's going on? Listen. Happy Monday. Flat out. I just wanted to tell y'all, man, like, life is amazing. But I did want to ask you a question. A question I think you should really think about. What is it gonna take for you to really lock down and chase your greatness? What is it gonna take? Is it gonna take you winning a little for you to be like, oh, I'm going the right way? Is it gonna take you losing a lot? Is it going to take you seeing other people in positions and predicaments that you don't want to be in? Is it going to take you being fed up? This is a question and multiple questions you should be asking yourself. Is it going to take you constantly running into the brick wall to realize, hey, you got to go around it, or you got to find out how to climb over it? I say this because no one is in charge of your destiny but you. The moment you get lost in not actually making that attempt and doing it the right way, the moment you just get farther and farther behind. And depending on what background you come from, I know where I come from, I wasn't taught a lot of things. But depending on where you come from, it's a lot you have to dig up and find on your own. Stuff your parents didn't tell you, stuff your grandparents didn't tell you, your aunts, your uncles, your family. You didn't have mentors. So at what point is enough for you? At what point do you say, you know what? Hey, we gotta buckle down. At what point do you say, I don't care whose feelings are hurt because mine are being hurt, and then you take advantage of it? I think it's so important for you to find that decision and do it, and make the decisions to make you a better person. Because if you don't, at the end of the day, it's all going to be pain to you. And not everybody really wants to deal with that in the long run. Not everybody wants to sit down and be like, you know what? I'm on the losing side of this. But you just might be if you're not being proactive in your decision making. And I say this because it's never too late to start, right? But if you never start, you're gonna just sit back and be like, man, I should have made that decision. And this applies to life. I try to give you topics that will help you in the sense of, act like you're talking to your younger self. Is this the career you want to do? Is this a life decision? Maybe you aren't doing school. That's fine. Do you have a trade or something you're pursuing? Do you have any actual hard skills and soft skills and life skills and resume building and company starting and relationship nurturing? What are you doing? When you woke up today, were you closer to your goals or farther away from them? Every time you start off a week, every time you get things going, there's these moments to where you have to really reflect and think about it. And you could be as stubborn as you want to be. That's cool. But who is it helping when you are? If it's not actually helping you, that's a problem you gotta face. And it's easy to point fingers, but it doesn't really do much for anybody if fingers are being pointed. Let's be honest. It doesn't help anybody out. It doesn't help anybody if it's always trying to blame someone else. The biggest thing you can do is wake up and have regrets. You don't want regrets. You don't want to wake up and be like, hey, I should have done this. Because you don't want to look back 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line and be like, I wasted so much time. I wasted so much effort, so much energy. I didn't eat the food I want. I didn't go on the trips I want. I didn't spend time with the people I wanted to. You don't want those regrets. Because you cannot take time back. And, you're supposed to live life like there's not many limitations anyway. It's best, but you have to figure out where you want to live that lack of limitations at. If you're waking up and you're going to do a job you don't want to do every day, that mentally and subconsciously and emotionally and spiritually messes with you. But if you're waking up and doing a job you don't want to do every day, and you're reaping benefits in the sense of maybe you're getting more family time, maybe you're taking your family out to do things, maybe you are building up towards your career outside of that, maybe you're using that to invest in other stuff, maybe you're creating an exit plan, then you gotta figure out how it works. Because that's just like if you're going to a job that you want to be at every day, but then you're failing everywhere else in life. You got to figure out the balance. Depending on where you live, like your finances might not match to how you want to live. All I'm saying is whatever you have to do, figure out what it's going to take. What's going to be that moment to where you wake up? And then stop yourself before it takes getting to that point to wake up. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. You know who it is. It's Illa at none_illo and everything, or noneilla.com. This is another moment of knowledge on the Mogul Mined podcast. We out.